to Literature with Sasha. If you are passionate about English literature and want to dive deep into the art of academic writing, you are in the right place. From crafting compelling abstract to mastering literature reviews and methodologies, we cover everything you need to excel in your research. Stay tuned for insightful tips and expert advice to help you take your literary studies to the next level. Introduction. When diving into the world of academic writing, especially in English literature, you will find that the certain components are essential to crafting a compelling research paper. The abstract, literature review, and methodologies are three crucial sections that serve different yet interconnected purposes. Mastering these parts of your paper can not only help your research stand out but also ensure that you communicate your ideas clearly and effectively. What is an abstract in English literature? An abstract is essentially a brief summary of your research paper. It's your chance to give readers a snapshot of your work before they dive into full paper. In English literature, an abstract should provide a concise overview of the central argument, the main themes, and the research methods you used. Key components of a well crafted abstract: purpose of study, methods, results, conclusion. A brief explanation of why you are conducting the research is known as purpose of study. A summary of the approaches or techniques you used is known as methods. A short description of the main findings or argument is known as result. An overview of the implication of your finding or research is known as conclusion. How to write an abstract for English literature paper. Writing an abstract might seem like a task, but by following a few simple steps, you can create a strong and effective one. Step-by-step guide to writing an abstract. Start with the purpose. What is the focus of your research? Why is it important? Describe your method. Highlight the methodology used in your research. Summarize key findings or argument. Provide a brief outline of your results. Conclude with a significance. What impact do your findings have on broader field of study? Common mistakes to avoid. Avoid overly technical jargons that may confuse readers. Don't include unnecessary details or background information. Tips for an engaging and concise abstract. Be clear and direct, avoiding ambiguity. Stick to the word limit, usually between 150 to 250 words. Write in the past tense as the research has already been conducted. Planning the literature review in English literature. A literature review is an essential part of your research, offering a comprehensive summary of existing research on your topic. It shows how your work fit into large academic conversation. Importance of a literature review in research: establishes context of your study, identifies gap in existing literature, demonstrates your understanding to the topic or field. Structure of a literature review. A well-structured literature review ensures that your argument flow logically and clearly. Here are the key elements to conclude. Introduction, body, analysis, conclusion. Briefly introduce the focus of your review is known as introduction. Discuss the key theories, authors, and work relevant to your topic is known as body. Synthesize the information, comparing and contrasting findings from different sources is known as analysis. Summarize the major themes and gaps identified is known as conclusion. How to write a literature review in English literature. Writing a literature review requires both critical analysis and synthesis. Here, how to tackle it: finding relevant sources, analyzing and synthesizing information, writing an insightful review. Start by identifying academic books, articles, and journals that are most relevant to your topic. Don't just summarize the sources, evaluate them, pointing out their strengths and weaknesses. Aim to contribute something new by synthesizing existing ideas in a meaningful way. Common pitfalls in writing a literature review. When writing a literature review, it's easy to make mistakes. Here are few to watch out for. Over-reliance on sources, lack of structure, failure of synthesis. Make sure your review incorporates a variety of perspectives. Without a clear original plan, your review may feel disjointed. Simply summarizing source does not add value. Always aim to synthesize and contact them and connect ideas. Is methodology in English literature. The methodology section of your paper outlines the research methods you use to collect and analyze your data. While methodology in English literature often differs from field like science. It's just as important in guiding your research process. Describe the approach you have taken in your research, for example, qualitative, quantitative, textual analysis, etc. Justify why this method is best choose for your topic. Types of methodologies in English literature. There are a variety of methodologies you can use in English literature, but two common types include qualitative methods and quantitative methods. Focus on the interpretation of text, themes, and social context is known as qualitative method. These are less common in literary studies but may include statistical analysis or surveys related to reader responses is known as quantitative method. How to write a methodology section in English literature. Writing the methodology section involved explaining your research method in a clear, precise language. Choose your method, explain your choices, describe the process, discuss whether you will use quantitative or qualitative approach is known as choose your method. Why did you select this method? What make it suitable for your research is known as explain your choice. Detail how you carried out the research whether through textual analysis, archival work or survey is known as describe the process. Tips for crafting a strong methodology section. To create a solid methodology section, be specific about the tools and process you used. Maintain clarity so readers can understand how your research was conducted. Justify your choice and explain their relevance. Linking the abstract literature review and methodology. The abstract literature review and methodologies are interconnected. The abstract summarizes the key findings. The literature review set the context of your research, and the methodology explains how you gathered your data. Together, they form the backbone of your research paper. To see these sections in action, consider reading through examples from previous research papers or articles in academic journals. This will give you a clear sense of how to organize and write each section effectively. Conclusion. Mastering the abstract literature review and methodology section is essential for producing a compelling research paper in English literature. By understanding the purpose of each section, following a clear structure, and avoiding common mistakes, you can craft an insightful and well organized paper. Remember, these sections are not isolated. They should follow logically and complement one another, creating a cohesive and powerful argument. Thanks for watching Literature with Sasha. I hope today's video helped you understand the essential of writing an abstract literature review and methodology in English literature. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more tips and literary studies. Keep reading and keep writing. I will see you in the next one.